Y'all know what it is and what it do. I've made 3 of these, and today I got the 4th installment of the most disrespectful niggas in anime history. But before I get into it, subscribe. Do not make me ask again. And as usual, potential spoilers ahead. Julius Novachrono is the man with the biggest, fattest, juiciest, meatiest grimoire in the entirety of the Clover Kingdom. If you don't believe me, here's his grimoire next to the average grimoire. There is a very clear difference in both girth and length. This man Julius is packing. After seeing the size of his grimoire, there was no question that he was the strongest nigga in the story at that point, which makes sense considering he is the Wizard King and has time magic. But I don't want to meat ride, so let me stop meat riding and meat ride some more. The first time we saw this man in action, he was fighting the Eye of the Midnight Sun. Those niggas were weak if we're being honest, but they had just got done taking care of some Magic Knight captains, and they captured Asta. The Wizard King shows up, violates them, captures one, and frees Asta. This same group just got done taking the arm off of a Magic Knight captain, and Julius came up and violated all of them. No hesitation, no problem. A very, very minute example of how strong he really is. Today we're going to discuss a much better example, and that's his fight with Lick, who wasn't even really Lick, but we're not going to get into that today. So the story goes like this. A bunch of years ago, the elves got mad at the humans because the humans betrayed them, so now they want to reincarnate and kill all humans, and of course the humans don't want that, so boom, fight. However, these elves naturally have more mana than humans, like they're all the way amped up in the terms of strength. But now, while there are amped up elves, there's also amped up humans like Asta, Yuno, or Yami, and they all could bang with these elves, but none of them could bang quite as hard as Julius. Pause. And that's because Julius would not be banging with the elves. The elves would be banging with Julius. I hate to meat ride, but that's just facts. Anyways, one of these elves is revealed to be one of the Magic Knight captains that Julius appointed himself. Keep that in mind, it's going to be important later. This Magic Knight captain wasn't like a double agent or anything. He was just 2 niggas. Like there were 2 niggas in his body. Pause. The second nigga had a goal, so he took over the body. The second nigga's name, by the way, is Lick. It's not really Lick, it's a nigga called Patoli, but we're gonna call him Lick. So Lick comes out, shows his true self, and they get the scrapping immediately. At the beginning of the fight, you could already tell Julius was not worried. Lick was throwing whole light spears at this nigga, and he was just not budging. By the way, Lick has light powers, which you know, light, speed of light, fast magic, you feel me? Keep in mind, this Lick character is by no means weak, but the fight keeps going, and it looks pretty close. Julius slipped up, let himself get stabbed by one of the light swords, and Lick thinks the fight is over. Like he just got stabbed. He's not gonna continue, right? This nigga Julius rewinded time to before he got stabbed and healed his own injury. Poof. Gone. Wound was no longer there. But they keep fighting and fighting and talking. You know, niggas love talking while they're fighting. Julius shows Lick his massive, meaty grimoire, and Lick almost peed himself. Lick realizes this whole time that Julius was not really attacking him, so he wasn't really even trying. He's just been running around defending himself. Lick thinks he's too weak to attack, but nah, they stop fighting and start talking, as niggas do. And Julius dropped a bomb. He told Lick to his face that he wasn't not attacking because he couldn't attack, but because he didn't want to hurt his Magic Knight captain's body. Imagine planning an attack on humanity for years. Your whole life's work has been revolving around killing all of humanity, and the one nigga you fight isn't even trying. Julius is him. But after hearing this, Lick got super mad, almost killed him, but Lick didn't win the fight. He just postponed it because Julius was still fine. He just got nerfed, and now he's doing other more devious stuff. But that's going to be a topic for a different video. Up next we have Kurapika, the only living Uchiha in Hunter x Hunter. Kurapika is a character I never fully understood, and although he's making a lot of big moves in the current manga, in the beginning of the story I thought he was kind of a bum. He was smart and whatnot, but Gon and Killua were such demons that I couldn't really focus on what Kurapika was doing from the jump. He was Himi Neutron the entire time. I just didn't realize it. But the moment that led me to class Kurapika as that guy was his fight against Uvogin. Uvogin is a member of the Phantom Troop, and not just a member of the Phantom Troop, one of the strongest members of the Phantom Troop. Or at least he was. Spoiler alert, Kurapika punished that man. Basically, Kurapika was in a clan that got wiped out by the Phantom Troop, so naturally he wants revenge on the Phantom Troop, and unfortunately for Uvogin, he happens to be a member of said troop. However, like I said before, Uvogin is not just a member of the Phantom Troop, he's one of the strongest members of the Phantom Troop. This fact was made perfectly clear when he went up against the Shadow Beast, who was supposed to be the strongest Nen users in the entire Mafia, and he violated every single one. He's not even the leader of the Phantom Troop. He's just a member. But rest in peace to the Shadow Beast, I guess. After seeing that fight, it was my understanding that Kurapika was gonna get packed up. But he told me to shut up and watch, and so I did. The fight started, he was low-key losing. He was getting punched left and right. One of these punches was so hard that it straight up broke Kurapika's arm and sent him flying. I thought that was it, like fight's over. But Kurapika landed with his broken arm, and he didn't even care. Arm broken, unbothered, unfazed. Then he reveals the whole time that Uvogin was throwing these random punches, he was setting a trap with his chains. By the way, his power is Nen chains, he uses them to kill the troop, yada yada. That's like a whole different story. But yeah, he kills Uvogin within minutes, and after killing him within minutes, he pulled out a shovel that he brought with him. He didn't leave to go get it, he brought the shovel with him to bury Uvogin's body. He knew before he pulled up how it was gonna go, and he brought the shovel with him. That's gotta be the biggest I'm him performance ever. Up last, we have the big dick bald man Saitama himself. If you saw parts 1 through 3, you would have known this one's coming. Everything Saitama does could end up in one of these videos. But today we're gonna talk about the Deep Sea King. The Deep Sea King is not one to be played with. Besides Saitama in the tippy top of S-Class, no one was gonna be able to take care of this man. The Deep Sea King, like many monsters before him, hated humans and wanted to eradicate them. And I'm starting to realize a lot of the issues in anime are around one group hating humans so much that they want to get rid of them. Maybe the humans are the problem, but I don't know. That's just me. But that's not the point. The point is most of the humans that came up to fight Deep Sea King couldn't do a damn thing to him. Some of the heroes that came up to him could get some hits in, but ultimately they got whacked. Genos and Mooman Rider got done absolutely terribly by this man. Genos at least had a chance, but Mooman Rider is literally just a nigga with a bike. No thought he was Batman or something. While I have the utmost respect for Mooman Rider for standing up to the Deep Sea King, he got done bad. Got punished terribly and had to get saved. Saitama pulled up and off rip. There was a very clear gap in strength between the Deep Sea King and Saitama. The king punches Saitama in the back of the head and Saitama just stands there unfazed. Then he turns around and basically told that nigga his punch was weak. Deep Sea King got mad, obviously, and had his whole little speech about how he's gonna beat Saitama because he's king of the sea. And Saitama straight up told this nigga to shut up. Like, you're talking too much. Just fight. Y'all know anime villains love their speeches, so imagine how mad he got after getting cut off. So he got mad and sent a punch. Tama sent a punch back. And of course, he one-punched the Deep Sea King. I don't even think the punch connected. The force generated by the punch just ripped a hole through the Deep Sea King's stomach. And this all took place in front of a crowd. If that's not disrespectful, I don't know what is. That's gonna do it for today. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know what anime I should watch next. And with that being said, make sure you guys go outside, drink plenty of water, and have a nice day.